Hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome to Metaphor ReFantazio. It is the latest game by Atlas, specifically the team behind Persona 3, 4, and 5. But this time it's in kind of more of a fantastical world. Still a fairly modern looking setting, some amount of magitech, but it very much looks like, I mean, the characters are at least running around in fairly modern looking clothing, so I'm going to assume it's kind of in the same time period with a lot of alternate technology that looks really cool. I liked the modern fantasy of the Persona series, but the fact that this is a wholly original universe and kind of sister series, cousin series, whatever you want to call it, to the Persona games instantly has my attention. So it is out now on PC and Xbox, so if you do want to pick it up and play it yourselves, just follow the links in the description below. I'll take you to the store pages. Other than that, I think we can just dive right in. I'm playing the prologue demo right now, but the as far as I can tell, it's the exact same content that's going to be in the full release as well. I should also mention that Atlas and Sega were kind enough to reach out and sponsor this video, so thanks to them.
Who's there? I can feel you watching me from a place beyond my sight. Whoever you are, please tell me. Does our world pique your interest? Pardon my curiosity, but would you tell me your name? That is to say, tell me who you really are. The one who meets my eyes across a strange threshold.
Who are you who shall guide the protagonist? All right, there we go. I'm curious, hopefully we don't get to rename the protagonist in this one. I'm assuming the protagonist is still a silent protagonist, but it'd be nice if they at least have a name people call them by. Oh, do I have to press enter? Probably. Yep. Oh, you will name the protagonist later, so it doesn't look like, I like it when when the characters all have names, so they actually call each other by name. But yeah, name's Wander.
Ah, a most unusual name. One I've never heard in our world. Which suggests to me you might reside in a world beyond ours. It is a curious thing that in your eyes, my entire world is but the dawn of a story yet untold. Or to put it another way, this is a fantasy. But can it truly be dismissed as something so far removed from you? If indeed you wish to cross to our world for a time, I would first ask that you indulge one question. Is fantasy limited to the confines of imagination? Would you call it a powerless creation? More than wishful thinking, more than fiction. Something capable of affecting the realities beyond its bounds. This must be what you believe. I confess my own answer still eludes me. But consider, if fantasy is born from hope, a desire to make the world better than it is, then that hope can be made manifest. Thus does change come, and thus is fantasy forged into a new reality. Perhaps the story about to unfold before you will tell us. I'm thoroughly invested now myself, so let this tale begin.
Looks like we're in the clear. The capital's just through this desert.
Is it true then? The king is dead? Aye, and the guards are more concerned with the funeral than keeping the roads safe. So now the monsters are roaming in broad daylight. No soldiers to stop them.
Monsters, huh? I've certainly been hearing the stories.
To say nothing of the vacant throne. There's a storm coming, mark my words. That much is certain.
What's the problem?
Pocket Fairy.
They're bandits!
Oh, bandits.
Come on, let's see some respect for the militia! Us folk, we're commoners. No crown or church will save us.
But Lord Luis will save us one and all. All we ask is little tribute. You're with us or against us? And if you're against us...
An igniter? How'd they get one of those?
Elves have fuzzy ear tips. Weird.
Next one. Huh? Look at you. What have we got here? He's an elder. So he is. No horns, no knife ears. Filthy gremlin like you. What you got in the capital? Oh, what's this? Looks like you've been holding out on us, boy. Hold it! Should have listened to us, chum. Now fall in line! Unless you want to get stuck like us.
You drew steel. I take it you are prepared to die by it.
Stand aside!
Ugh, this place already feels like a death trap. You hear all that stuff about Lord Louis saving us? Hey, you okay? You still got all your limbs attached? Well, at least they didn't figure out our mission. Definitely could have gone worse.
What mission? Oh boy, amnesia time.
What mission?
Wait, we have a voice?
This is no time for jokes. You do know that if anyone finds out who we really are, it's all over, right? The mission's more important than either of our lives. If we screw this up, there's no going back.
Our character has a voice. Instantly my favorite Atlas game.
Think we'll make it?
Oh, you don't look hurt though. So that's good news. Okay, I gotta stop auto. If it's not gonna be fully voice acted, then I might as well do the rest. So you don't look hurt though, so that's good news. You can move, right? I'm thinking we should find a place where we can see the whole area. Okay, basic controls, move around, R2 to dash, circle to dodge enemy attacks. Some actions you can perform and their corresponding controls displayed at the bottom. You can view tutorials you've seen before in the main menu.
Let's go.
Okay, well it seems like we can immediately get to combat. Wait, I'm sensing something. Don't move. Ew. Guess we're playing Tremors now. Okay, so how does this work? Yeah, those look especially dangerous, so watch out. I don't think they've noticed us yet, though. Okay, L2 to use face sight lets you see what Gallica senses in the environment. When you see an enemy you've never confronted before, it'll show up as unknown. Best prepare as much as you can. I mean, I see these things. Oh, it's action combat. Oh, no. Oh, that's not good. Okay, well, time to pop a medicinal herb. Don't fight those things. What about the hyenas? Nope, not those either. Oh, no. Okay, so I can sprint. So my character is too crap to fight anything around here. Boy, for a character with a dire mission that you will get killed no matter what if you get found out, it's pretty rough to be level 1 going into that. Oh, they're right behind me.
Look. Just checking, but you do remember what we're here to do, right?
Refresh my memory.
Right. What am I doing again?
Oh, I don't know. The mission that's more important than our own lives? First, we get to the royal capital and get you enlisted as a guardsman at the army's recruitment center. This could decide the fate of the whole country. We either do our jobs or we die. And if it's all the same to you, I'd rather stay alive. So we've got to see this mission through. Come on. We don't want the sun to go down on us in the wastes. Let's pull ourselves together and get back on the road. You know what they say. Anxiety breeds the world's cruelest monsters. I mean, fairies say that at least. I can at least cast my usual spell for you. It's the small comforts, right?
Right.
It's as though music is playing directly in my mind. The effect of Gallica's music is inspiring.
Music was the first magic this world ever knew, after all. Makes the road a little easier.
Holy shit, that music immediately goes hard in the best possible way. She's got some tastes.
Look! Over there!
That's a road, isn't it? What a relief. Grand Trad is already in sight.
Let's go.
Almost there. Let's keep moving and try to stay out of sight. Okay. So I don't think I can fight any of these things. Those giant manticores look dangerous. Wait. Is that a... Wait, what are these things? Oh. Oh god, it's all of the wolves from previously. Oh no.
We shook them. We should be safe.
I think I'm going to stay well away from most fights. Because yeah, I'm pretty sure... Wait, I can maybe hurt that.
They found us. Get ready, everyone.
Nope.
I'm right
Watch your
here.
health. It's not good.
It's not good. Alright, back to not fighting anything because I'm garbage. This is bad.
Not good. Run for it.
This land of 8 tribes and 3 nations, all blessed by the power of magic. The United Kingdom of Uchronia. The year is 785. Uchronia is shaken to the core by the sudden death of its king. Anxiety breeds dissent among the tribes. Disparities tear them apart, and no mortal mind remembers the heroic tales upon which their land was built. By this story of fantasy, may this faded world be painted anew.
O great seeker, bearer of fantasy empowered. Hear my wish and come forth from thy epoch of glory and grant something.
Whoa, just look.
Ooh, look at those clouds.
Get on with it, then! Drop the dog! Hang him dead! Please! I've done nothing wrong! Lying dog! Don't try to deny it! You trample the law for the fun of it!
Let it be known, for misuse of an igniter, you will hang by the neck until dead.
Yeah!
Damn.
There's no way that crowd was going to listen to anything a Paribus said.
Such a shame. Might you spare some coin? Bless you. Oh,
Careful!
hurry.
Don't you have any street smarts? Come on, kid! Look, we're not tourists here. We gotta stay focused.
Right.
You noticed back on the wagon? You might be the only Elder here, in the whole city even. The capital's incredible. Just look at all the different tribes. You never see this kind of diversity out in the countryside. Not that it's very balanced. I see more Clamars and Roussants than anyone else. Which means a dopey Elder kid's gonna stick out like a sore thumb. Try to keep your head down, okay?
Hey, did you hear what they're saying about His Majesty? They say it wasn't illness at all. I heard it was foul play, assassination.
Shh, careful who hears you say that.
But it's just like the prince, isn't it? They say he was attacked in the dead of night. A war of succession is coming, I tell you.
Sounds like monsters have been prowling the countryside. They're sending the guard out to deal with them. The army's really gone to hell. It's a far cry from when we had Count Luis at the helm, I'll tell you that much.
Hard to see how the nation can come back from this.
We'd not have to ask if the prince was still alive.
The king dead, his son stricken. Are there none left to bear the weight of the crown?
We've done all in our power, but not even the kingdom's best. The saint could purify this affliction.
Over 10 years he has languished under this curse. How much longer can his body hold out? No doubt his highness would protest. But since he cannot, we have no choice. For the man who cursed his highness and murdered our king, there can be no mercy. I never thought I would have to ask this of you. But there are so few of us left now. There is no one else to turn to. Will you infiltrate the military to deliver a message to our contact there? This is your mission. For all our sakes, you cannot fail.
Hey, are you listening? Well, I guess I can't blame you for feeling nostalgic. You and the prince were pretty close. Anyway, getting to the capital was only the beginning. Now comes the real high-stakes part. You gotta go get enlisted so you can meet up with our operative. Remember, nobody here knows who we are. Nobody here knows the prince might still have a claim to the throne. That means if we get busted, that's it. Nobody's gonna save us. Step 1. Let's figure out where the recruitment center is. Shouldn't be too hard, considering the need for soldiers.
Do you know where we're going? Feel free to admit that you're lost and ask me for advice. R1, local map, if you're unsure what to do. Triangle, press triangle. Gallica always has good ideas, or so she thinks. Up to save in town. Saving. I really appreciate how quick that is. I'm assuming it only triggers when you're in town, though. So we've got all sorts of people talking about stuff. And Elda, for even those people are coming out during the funeral. Oops. Right trigger didn't. Nope.
Look at that. The new model's out now. I could be out there slinging spells like a master if I had one of those.
The igniters.
I guess that's the big city for you. Everyone and their mother has a magic igniter. So many different types, too.
Now I want one.
Now I want one for myself.
Oh, right, of course.
Yeah, until you see the price tag. Can't imagine what it's like having to wave around some shiny stick to use magic. Me? I can whip out magic anytime I like. And I can even see the Magla in the air. Though, I'm not exactly an archmage.
Wonders never cease. A fairy and an elden child. Are you new to our fair city? Well, I suggest you keep a low profile. Trust me when I say you don't want to catch the eyes of the lords and ladies. But I'm getting ahead of myself. I run this humble shop. Are you in the market for an igniter? Here's something that might catch a foreigner's eye. This is modeled after the royal scepter and would make the perfect souvenir.
The royal scepter?
You've really never heard of it? Wow. Where do I even start?
A symbol and instrument of the crown's sovereignty. Passed down through generations. If you believe the legends, it houses incredible magic. World-shattering power. More practically, you might call it the world's most potent magic igniter. And in the king's hands, it was enough of a deterrent to stave off invasion.
Now he's dead, with no living heir either.
Tragic, isn't it? Kingly magic is of little use without a king. You picked a bad time to visit, boy. I don't know why you're here, but there's trouble brewing.
I'll keep that in mind.
A word of caution, then. Your survival is your own responsibility.
Well, that was unnecessarily ominous. She has a point, though. We'll need to be careful. Anyway, we don't have time to hang around chatting with the locals. We've got a recruitment office to find.
I was hoping we'd blend in with the crowd and no one would notice that you're an Elder, but people have sharper eyes than I thought. We don't want to draw attention, but hiding your tribe is only going to make it worse. People may insult you, but do your best to stand tall. Easier said than done, I'm sure, but for the sake of the mission. It's for the sake of the mission. And on that note, the recruitment center we're looking for should be just ahead.
That must be the recruitment center. I'll let you take it from here. It should be pretty straightforward. Oh, and if they start asking questions, just be as honest as you can. Lying will only make us more suspicious. So long as you don't compromise the mission, you're fine. Good luck in there. Knock 'em dead. Okay, you got this.
A blue blood, are you? The army's no place for velvet-swaddled lordlings. Why are you here? Perhaps your noble family collapsed under its own weight. Is that it?
Lineage seems a strange measure for a soldier's worth. I'm looking to enlist. Is that enough for you or not?
An uppity one, aren't you? Fine, lordling. Welcome to the Guard, where it'll be your privilege to die screaming and bloody in service of your country. But mark my words, war will turn your arrogance to piss. When your corpse is plucked from the mud, do try to look patriotic.
Rousing words, Captain. You think threats will buy loyalty? No wonder nobody respects the Guard anymore. But I'm here now, so perhaps the kingdom isn't a lost cause.
Insolent pup! You will learn your place.
Don't. The healers have enough on their plates already.
Be gone, and be thankful you're still in one piece. All right, next. Hurry it up. An elder? I thought your kind was long gone. Age 18. An orphan, too. The army can always use more of those. So, what brings you to enlist?
Let's see. I need the money. I want to fight for change, or I'm just so bored. I want to fight for change. Yeah, let's go with that.
I want to fight for real change.
Lofty words for a gutter rat with an empty coin purse, no? So, what can you bring to our beloved corps? Any skills to speak of?
Oh, is this class stuff? I bet this is how we pick our class, actually. Stronger than I look, sharp mind, a lot of punishment, small but quick. I've always been lucky.
I've always been pretty lucky.
I asked for your skills, boy. Right, last order of business. Make your mark or sign your name if you're actually literate.
Do you have a default name? We do not. That's unfortunate. I actually really like it when the characters have default names. Because now I have to come up with something, and that's awkward. Okay. I think I'm just going to go with Callum, because I have nothing better, and it means... I think it means dove. Which, I don't know. Seems weirdly appropriate for the character.
You know your letters, do you? We'll get some use out of you yet. All right, lad. Welcome to the Guard.
Yes!
I'm sure you heard about the monster sighting, so stay sharp out there. We're short-handed as it is, so be a good lad and try not to get killed on your first deployment. You can pick up your kit at reception. Standard issue guardsman armor and igniter. Kingdom property, so if you break it, it's coming out of your commission. On your way now. Up to. Next!
What a long line. I guess we have no choice but to wait our turn.
Let's hurry.
Well, that wasn't too much trouble, was it? We better get in line, though, or we'll start to suspect something. Join the queue? Might as well hang out next to what's-his-face. Oh, there is a date system.
I heard they get sightings.
What? Of those huge monsters? You think that's why we're low on soldiers? Wish they'd have told us that.
What did they call them? Something like, human...
Next! Another Clamar. Wait, no. You don't look like the others. Surely not. An elder? It's the first of your kind I've seen.
Move it. There's a priority around here. We're arming squires and children with igniters now. We've wasted good gear. It's better off in my hands. Give it here.
Brute force and crude insults. The world is yours for the taking.
Care to say that again, boy?
We all have our reasons to enlist. Now get back in line.
Oh, another high and mighty Clamar, is it? You think your pretty words will measure up to pure Rousant strength?
Oh, forget the tribes. This is a matter of pride. Now, you owe us both an apology.
Come on, no fighting in the ranks.
Sorry for making a scene. You all right?
Thanks. You didn't have to do that.
Just felt like stepping in. Don't worry about it. Well, see you around. Try not to die out there.
Don't make my job any harder, please. Here, your igniter. These days, most come with their own magna crystals. So with practice, anyone can use magic. To an extent, anyway. It's not the sort of thing you can master in a day. For now, newbies like you best focus on surviving.
That thing around his neck is apparently a magic igniter. Captain I spoke with earlier had one too. They must take on many different forms, like I saw on the main street.
And take this too. Protect it with your life.
Wow, that's a real map. It's dangerous to even chart the wilds, but this is full of details. Only the military could pull this together.
Listen up, striplings. My name is Captain Klinger, and as of this moment, you miserable lot are under my command. I'm sure you've all heard about our forces being tied up with the funeral proceedings for His Majesty. But if you think you're on cushy security detail, think again. First, you will be deployed to a fortress at the northern border, where you will be trained into true guards. Our veterans there will teach you the one thing you need to master if you're to survive. Pain.
Perfect. That's exactly where our contacts hold up.
Enjoy tonight's sleep, because it's the last full night's rest you'll get. Dismissed!
Look at all the other recruits. They really are desperate for new blood. Oh, right. I know you don't know what our contact looks like yet, but he'll know you by your sword. He'll also know right away why we've come. And don't worry, I'll recognize him. Well, the charming captain is probably right. We should get some rest before tomorrow. Hey, you awake?
Yeah, I'm awake.
Sorry to bug you. Look, I just have a lot on my mind. Can't seem to fall asleep. I'd heard about what it was like in the capital, but still. When you hear and see all this prejudice out in the open, it's a lot. You okay?
It never gets easier.
Yeah, I could tell. Try to put it behind you, okay? Some people are even saying it's the lesser tribe's fault that the monsters are showing up at all. These are the same kind of people who burned down your village, remember?
I'd rather not think about it.
Oh, you're right. Sorry. I'll drop it. The prince was kind to take you in. He cared more about who you were than what you were. I can see why you'd want to repay him. Oh, speaking of, he's the one who gave you that book, right? Can I see it?
Sure, I guess.
I gotta say, I've been curious. Thanks. It's what you call a fantasy story, right? So it's a fantasy world made up by the author. The prince loved those kinds of stories. Okay, let's see. It says the young traveler was amazed by the world he saw. In this world, there is only one tribe. All people accept each other, and no soul is born into discrimination. Wow. So not even any fairies? I guess less differences means less to argue over. In such a world, there is no need for sorcery. A megapolis is built through learning and labor.
The implication here is that this is Earth, but like, boy, we have a lot of prejudice and all sorts of problems.
Towers of glass that reach the heavens. Safe nights with no dark shadows. Busy streets well traveled. And in the laws of these emotionally satisfied people, it reads, all lives are equal. Whoa. I see. No magic, no tribal conflict, and equality for all? It really does sound like a fantasy, but it's strange to feel envious of a fictional world. Hey, are you asleep already? You know how hard it is for me to turn these pages on my own? Well, guess I'll just read more later. Good night.
Shouldn't you be resting? I'm fine. In fact, I'm glad we have this chance to talk. I've been reading, and I hope that someday we can make our kingdom like the place in this book. You said it was some kind of fantasy novel, didn't you? Our lives are decided at birth, by tribal purity, or by the differences that make us who we are. I don't want that to be the world we live in. The Elder here are a perfect example. If you'd not sheltered me, I would never have survived. And yet, they burned your home down. It's tragic, and no one should have to suffer so. Someone needs to fix... You okay? Don't push yourself so hard. Reality is much too cruel. I know that. But I'll fight it. I'll fight to the end. I'm a prince. But I need to be a hero. One worthy of the throne. A hero? One who can lead. A beacon who will pierce the darkness when all seems lost. My father taught me that. In his stories, the kingdom was full of legendary heroes. So I can't give up. In my ideal world, people can believe in their future. Their birth doesn't matter. Not that I expect it will be easy. I believe in you. Familiar words. When I'm down, when I struggle, you're always there to help me through it. Let's do it. You'll be a hero. Trust me. I won't give up either. Trust me.
Until arrival at the northern border fort, one day remains.
Medals Day. Okay, that's fun. I wonder how far we've come. Let's find our destination, the northern border fort. You can view information about your surroundings. We actually have day-night cycles. That's fun. Fort camp.
This place.
Hey, don't forget.
The northern border fort. This is where our contact should be, so hopefully we can find him quickly. Got it.
Okay then.
All we can do is rest. We have a big day tomorrow. So yeah, there is going to be that same time management.
The new recruits arrives at its destination, the northern border fort. The towering fortress was built during the Annex War in the mountains at the edge of the territory. Even now, soldiers are sent there for its strategic importance to the royal capital and to combat the rising waves of monsters. Fresh-faced soldiers disembark from their coaches at the foot of a steep ascent to the fort, the first of many uphill battles.
Oh, finally. Can hardly feel my legs.
Listen well, you lackwits. The battlefield is no place to sit on your asses, and the border front is always a battlefield. The call to arms could sound at any time. Stand to, curs. You have the honor to serve at the command of Captain Klinger, war hero, tactician, master of arms. When I earned rank in the trenches, forged in the blood of my...
Spare us this drivel. Say, friend, I'm curious. What is it about that book that's captivated you so?
Hard to explain. Oh, right. Kid will say it himself.
It's, hard to explain.
Some kind of fantasy novel, you said. So it's describing a better world. A utopia, perhaps. I'm something of a reader myself, but that's not like any book I've read. You know, when the late king took the throne, he was quite the idealist himself. He made grand claims about unifying the people under his rule. Never managed to do it in the end, of course. Reform takes more than high-minded, eloquent speeches. Maybe he was too blind to see that himself.
Listen to you. A babe with his first sword thinking he knows better than a king. Keep your mouth shut. No one cares what you think.
Nobody asked you.
Something to say? Go on. I'm listening.
I apologize for him.
See? Take a cue from your friend in the lesser tribe. Well, Clemar, I'll let it go this time. But only because I like your friend. Next time, keep your complaining to yourself.
That's the last thing I need. Though I suppose I deserved it in part, speaking ill of the dead and all. My mouth tends to get ahead of my thoughts sometimes. Although, I'm glad a bad habit seems to have drawn us together. Oh, never got round to an introduction. I'm Stroll. Leon Stroll, son of the Count of Harlia. And you are?
That's my name.
I'm Callum. Yeah, it's the reason why I like having characters with default names is like, yeah, it's nice to be able to rename your character, but it'd be nice if people actually referred to the character by their name. At least give like a canon last name or something.
I have that right? It's got a certain weight to it. For what it's worth, my title doesn't mean much. Here and now, we're peers and equals.
By the skin of my teeth! Now, where was I? Right, as for you, fresh meat...
Someone, help!
Is that a soldier? Hey, speak to me, man. What happened?
Listen. Stay on guard. It's too...
He's unconscious.
Not one of mine. Must be one of the fort's guard. Those damn vultures across the border. They must have heard about the king's death. Anyway, to the fort. Double time. I'll stay behind to see to the poor bastard's wounds.
You want us to go on ahead? Alone? Shouldn't we at least send a team back to ask for...
I knew fear would take you at the first step. You want to turn tail? Are you a traitor to the cause? The Guard has no place for cowards. You are part of His Majesty's Royal Army. Swallow your fear, fight with pride, and we'll all have medals this time tomorrow!
He's right. We're warriors. Up there is our first chance at glory and riches. Damned if I'm gonna waste it. Let's go!
Damn it. Well, I suppose this is what we signed up for. Onward, to the fort then.
Hey, I've got a bad feeling about this.
I like your little Valkyrie visor.
It's hard to explain, but it's like there's a stench in the air, and it's getting stronger.
Hey, did something happen? Wait, is that a... fairy? Did you catch it yourself?
I kind of want to pick the bottom one. I think I will.
Fairy? I didn't see a fairy.
Are you really trying to play that card now? He just saw you talking to me. And I have a name, you know. If you're gonna call me anything, call me Gallica.
So you travel together? You've stayed well hidden for quite a while.
Well, I didn't want anyone making a fuss. But we've got bigger problems right now. I can't shake this feeling. We gotta be careful.
Agreed. I'll follow orders, but I'm not about to let this armchair general send me to my death. Let's take a moment, then head in once we're prepared. I assume you know how to use an igniter properly?
I'm not so sure. He's never used one before. I mean, he's a commoner, so not much chance to.
Fair enough. Well, just stay behind me and you'll be all right. I swear I won't let you die. I'm with you.
Oh, this is bad. I didn't think you'd actually have to fight anyone. I just hope our contact in the fort's okay. Let's keep our guard up and hope we find out. Okay?
This is an unexpected turn of events, but don't lose sight of our mission, okay?
Here we go.
Be careful, our contact should be inside. We just have to find him. You're running with such purpose. Was that you were talking about? You said something about your ally? Oh, it's nothing. I was just worried about the soldiers inside. I see. Well, whatever the case, the situation concerns me too. Let's go inside.
This is...
What the hell is that thing?
There it is. That's a human.
Stand your ground! Charge it! Pursue!
We have to help the survivors! Damn it.
This is horrific. So many dead.
Oh.
Grius, I hope you're safe. There's no time to waste. If we look, we may find some that still draw breath. Okay. I'm gonna stop sprinting. None of them are breathing. Damn, we are too late. There might be others. Let's keep searching.
This is bad.
Get back. We've got company. It's an egg with leg. What's the deal with this one? It feels similar to the other monster from earlier. It's smaller, but is that a human too? Looks like we're gonna have to fight it. Wait, if it's a human, do we even stand a chance? All the more reason we can't just let it be. Trust me, I have some history with them.
What do you think?
Besides, our only hope right now is to join forces and strike as one. Would you not agree? I agree. I'm glad you've got your wits about you. With you here, we might just get through this.
Got it?
Look, we don't stand a chance against that thing if we attack it separately. And only fight it if we work out a plan together.
Take care of it, please.
Understand? The two of us, working as one. I'll trust your judgment and the timing of the attack. So triangle to engage in a squad battle alongside your allies. Triangle at any time, square to stun enemies first. Start with an advantage. Oh, that's why I was getting my ass kicked. I wasn't actually fighting. Stay on the offensive, continuously attacking the squares to deplete the break gauge.
Things will be fine.
This is our chance.
Forward, and we'll win this.
Now get ready.
Okay, squad battles with stunned enemies. When engaging in a squad battle against a stunned enemy, one party member will perform an advantageous initial attack. In addition, enemies remain stunned at the start of battle. Take advantage of this. Squad battles square to attack with your equipped weapon, or triangle for skills consume MP. Performing an action will expend one turn icon, shown at the top of the screen. When all are consumed, the opponent's round begins.
The power of... Not done yet.
Okay, Homo Oppo. So we can call power, yield turn, raise defenses, wield arms, use supplies. So call power, what do we have? Mage fire. I think I might wait. Yeah, figured I didn't need to use MP at the moment. So 4 or 5 experience, 30 mag, as in magic, maybe? 13 money. I wonder if we get MP back. Whew, we pulled it off somehow. We're live. That's all I could ask. And let's press forward while we still can. Alright. Well, it doesn't look like there's anything else. So where can I go? We got staircase down? Okay, seems like there's an enemy.
Come on. Let's give him a fight.
So it seems like it goes into kind of slow-mo the moment we've stunned them, which is nice. Well, that one's just gone. That's nice. Ah, they don't stay stunned, though. And it looks like he just does whatever the heck he wants, which seems to be just shoot magic.
I'll strive for greater heights.
Okay, stats increased. Looks like my luck got a stat bonus, and I can distribute the remaining points. So raises item acquisition rate, etc. Hit, evasion, escape success. Lowers defense sustained from damage sustained from enemies, magic damage, and physical damage. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna pump luck for a while.
That'll do it.
I don't know if that's practical, but right now we're pretty itemless. So it's not the worst idea.
Be careful.
I'm gonna go after that tooth. It's a tooth. Boy, they went weird with the monster design. Wow, that was quick.
There's no way I'm stopping here.
Unscathed triumph. Okay, then there's another tooth in here. Interesting, so if you catch them unaware, they actually have less of a stamina bar. I might have to tell him to stop that. Maybe not. I don't know how much it actually matters.
They chose the wrong opponent. That was the
Okay, so what do we have in the area? Can I break the barrels? Yes. It might turn out that luck is completely worthless, or it might turn out that luck is amazing. I truly have no idea. I'm going to invest into it at least for a little while. Can I open this? Yes. Revival medicine? Anything in here? Nah, doesn't look like it. Hopefully we can do at least a little bit of leveling. Seems like it's one way. Locked or inaccessible from one side. Hard to say. Because one of my memories of playing Persona 5 way back when it first came out was being slightly frustrated because I wanted to do the dungeon crawling, and it like brings you in there for a little bit. You're in prison, you get your persona, it's all cool, and then the characters are like, all right, we're leaving now. Hold on.
Be careful.
There's another one. If it spots us, it could get nasty. But we have the element of surprise. We could catch it off guard if we strike now, right? So attack an enemy without being seen. You can.
Okay.
You can really stun them.
Let's push through. Okay.
Yeah. So you only have to hit them once to get this stun. Okay, we might as well do a mage fire.
Still here?
The power of fire.
But I probably shouldn't have, because I should have just assumed that he was going to do that.
I think we're in the clear.
An item, more medicinal herbs, bunch of them too. Doesn't look like there's anything in those barrels, so breaking them is probably unnecessary. I'll have to see what magic does, but I'm going to assume it's probably a skill point thing, maybe. Bye. Because I know there's an extensive class system, and I'm not ending this video until we've gotten to play with that. Because I am a sucker for class systems in games. He's still breathing, but he's badly wounded. And Elda, don't bloody touch me. I'm in a bad enough spot without you making it worse. The monster showing up is your fault, wasn't it? Bad luck follows you people. Of course, this is how it ends. Damn it. Damn it all to bloody hell. He's dead. Yeah, I feel like you could loot the guy. You're so young, a fresh recruit. Get away from here now. That thing is just up ahead. There's still more soldiers left alive, right? Can't just run and leave them be. You're too late. That monster, we can't. Just run away. Stay away from that thing.
No.
Wait, was there like a mid-level?
Hey.
There was. Yeah, so there's a mid-level that we could go to. I gotta check real quick if we're gonna be going into a boss fight. Yeah, it doesn't look like enemies respawn. I was kinda hoping. I guess it can sprint. Oh, that's kind of funny. Actually does a like, hey, oh, can we open this? Oh, we can't. Wait, no, this is the door. Shoot.
Hold on.
Wait.
You
two, you're perhaps searching for someone. That's right.
I get it now.
I thought as much. Now it makes sense. Why hide this from me? I trust you. You have a good reason. Well, to tell you the truth...
What?
That cry. Is that the human from earlier?
Was that?
It sounded like it came from the top of that tower. Maybe there's still soldiers fighting it there.
Hurry.
We'll handle our personal matters later. Rescuing any survivors takes precedence. To the top of the tower.
Let's hurry.
Okay, what else have we got? Well, nice part is the minimap is actually like really good for letting me know where everything is.
Get ready.
I think I'm getting used to this.
It's pretty hard to miss out on stuff, so I want to check something. Story, tutorials, memorandum, eh. Yeah, so magic is a resource. Broken igniters. Put a door there. But first I'm gonna mess up the egg.
Let's settle this quick.
I think we just hit it. Cannot move because of stun. Oh, really? Eh.
A tough one.
Yikes! Here comes the
Recover from stun. Oof. Actually, that did hurt. I was just assuming he would have chucked a fireball at some point in that mix.
Let's keep this up. Not bad. Not bad at all.
Okay, so magic goes up this time around. Like, physical attack damage is probably the way to do it. I'm just gonna boost physical damage.
We made short work of them.
I don't know. Hopefully there's a respec at some point, maybe. Okay, so we got a couple of things to check. One, turns out there's possibly an item or a dude here. Damned Elda, I knew this fort was cursed. You're why that horror attacked. Hey. Calm down, it's not his fault the human appeared. You must know that, surely. But everyone's dead. They all had families. Help me, Elda. I don't care anymore. I don't want to die.
Damn it.
And they're dead. So here's the thing. We can keep going up this tower, too.
Nice.
Medicine.
Use for that.
I am finding the excessive turbo racism here kind of baffling in a way.
How's that? We have the edge.
This could be our chance.
Still up?
One left. That'll do.
Great job.
But then again, I don't know.
A tough one.
Okay, cannot move because stunned. Why would you use your mage fire? It's almost dead and resistant. You know what? Whatever. I'm not gonna let it get to me. Hopefully I can control him later.
We'll We'll be safe for a while.
Presumably after he trusts us or something. Let's see. Okay, so we've got that, but I think we want to go down. I don't know. Like I said, my first experience with Persona 5 was a very long, drawn-out, like, wanting to actually engage with the game, but being unable to do so because, whatever. I guess only we're leveling up, so he might level up on his own at the moment.
These monsters are relentless. Let's push through.
But yeah, wanting to explore and engage with the game, and being unable to because, well, it just wasn't available. You know, you had to get through like 2-3 hours of gameplay before you could actually go into the first dungeon. And so now that this has thrown me into the first dungeon very quickly, it's like, I absolutely want to see as much of this as I possibly can. And also good RPG gameplay. Yeah, always want to power level and see as much as you can before it's boss time.
The next one will fall just as easy.
They did a really good job with the shaders and the details on this one. How to describe it? Oh, there was a molar thing in there. The environments themselves don't look like they're that much more complex, at least at the moment, than say, I mean,
even easier than expected.
Honestly, I'd say even Persona 4. But they did a really good job with the shaders and the particle effects to really kind of give it that hi-fi feel all the same. I don't know. It's a topic kind of that will come up a bunch of times, but I'm very much of the opinion that we're rapidly approaching kind of the upper limit on what graphical fidelity you can get. And so instead, going hard style seems to work so much better. The roof's just up ahead. Might I have a moment? If I'm honest, I have my doubts that there could be survivors. Facing that monster together may not even save anyone at this point. But I'm gonna do it anyway. It's the noble thing to do. Isn't that just throwing your life away? Why do this if it's possibly for nothing? Because if there's a chance there's even one survivor, then I'll not be the noble who runs away. Not this time. I could never live with myself. This time? And you? You plan to forge ahead despite the risk. I take it you refuse to die until you find whoever it is you're looking for. No turning back or I won't let you die up there.
That's true, but...
I can't just let you die up there. Ha, I'm touched. Even in a situation like this, you worry more for others than yourself. If I run now, I'll never deliver the message and the prince will die. We have no choice but to press on.
I'm heading out.
Well then, lend me your strength. We might want to heal before we go into this. I'll have to check health. And we're fine. Unless there's like a mana item we can use. Maggle pill. Oh, can I save? Nope.
What do you think?
This feeling, I knew it. That human from earlier is up there. What should we do? Let's go. Yep. Try not to do anything rash. Okay, here we go. I'm kind of hoping we can still explore the tower before. Nope.
Damn. Such tremendous power.
It's horrible. I can't believe what I'm seeing.
We can't let it get away with this. We have to hold it off somehow.
Ew. It's got hiney berries.
It was all because of them.
We'll just have to make it work.
No, the mission depends on our survival. Okay. Well, we got supplies, raise defenses, yield turn, call power, fire. Oh, that's not good.
You're mine.
That is quite bad. I'm going to assume we're not supposed to win this one.
What's going on? It didn't even flinch.
Damn it all! I'm not going down like this.
Do I bother? Oh, analyze.
Looks like we can't brute force through this one.
Yeah, the problem is, what else do I do? I guess I'm just gonna raise defenses. Because if there's a chance that I, like, secretly earn my special class in the middle of this, and that's how we get over this,
How is it this strong?
what more can I do? The prince is my best friend. I need to save him. I can't die in a place like this.
I'll
And yet-
distract it. You two, run!
But...
Above all else, I am a noble. And a noble defends his people, no matter the cost. Farewell. If you would repay me, then live. My best wasn't enough.
What? No! Please, say something!
Stroll! Don't be a fool. Just run before it...
Oh, fate-saddled child. Oh, anguished traveler. Thy fate is crown-twined, thy soul bound for the throne. The future yet unknown dawns in this moment. Thy path may fork, but only one may be chosen. Confront the threat before thee, or die here in obscurity. Now choose.
I choose.
So be it. Heroism lies in the soul that stands firm against its fears. Power awaits thy command. The time is come to awaken the hero within. Engrave thy very heart.
Of course. What? Gross. This is the worst Sentai. Actually, never mind, he's cool. I'm assuming there's actually grosser Sentai transformations than that. Oh.
What the heck is going on? Anyway, we've got to find a way to fight back.
Okay. Deals weak. Okay, so we've got Cyclone and Cyclone. I'm assuming it's weak to wind. Yep.
That did the trick.
Or it's just weak to me now. And it's gone. My own power doesn't even compare. What's more, it can use magic despite its lack of an igniter. Well, I resist damage now. Or wind damage, at least.
Are you okay? If we don't push back, we're dead. Can't we fend off those attacks somehow?
Okay, attacking weak points. Certain enemies are weak for certain affinities. After you hit one or more of those, weak will be displayed. Hitting an opponent's weakness or scoring a crit against them will only decrease the turn icon by half.
Looks like it mainly attacks with the head wings and brave feet.
That's different. Okay, head wings and leg. Head wing.
That's it. Stay on it.
It's okay. Seeker.
I'm just gonna do a second one of those.
We're done. We've got to hit the other spots too.
Come forth, royal soul.
Okay. So we can't go for the other head wing, but we can go for leg.
You hit their weakness.
Let's take. I won't hold back. Scour.
It doesn't seem like me conserving my resources was worth it. At least in this moment. Devour. Oh, it's eating one of its weird apple eyes. Boy, I cannot wait for them to explain why humans got dingleberries and turned egg and such.
Eating its own fruit to heal? We can't kill it fast enough. It's just gonna fix itself up no matter what we do. Ick. I can't believe it's eating from its
By
own
this
body.
power.
Can you knock those apples
Wind.
Okay, so it's apples are not weak to So what else do we have? Just the apples. Might as well just hit the apple. Ooh, no, I should use wind. I don't know, maybe I should just have the main character.
Those apple things? You know, maybe there's something I can do. Hey, can you let me handle this?
Okay. Have Gallica knock down the apples, keep the foe from healing?
Understood.
Yes.
Leave it to me. Now it can't heal itself anymore. Don't waste your chance. Get in there.
Okay, don't think I have anything else.
Scour.
Oh, it's not weak to wind. That's unfortunate. It says just defeat it. I mean, I might as well just overuse my magic. But I think I might start just... Oh, I don't know. There's always the question of, like, is magic going to be practical here?
By this power. It's still up?
At least it doesn't do much damage to me. I might have to heal at some point. I don't know. I think I might kill it first.
Won't hold back. Scour.
Yep, there we go. But yeah, magic damage does so much more. Money, magic, oh, archetype EXP, of course. And we get apple.
I feel stronger.
All right, agility goes up, and I don't know. Do we just start raising magic like crazy?
True power is born of the heart, a wish from which thy strength is drawn. Yet fear and anxiety always trail in such a wish's wake. Since time immemorial, those we call heroes have earned the title through this order. They pursued their wishes and boldly walked a path of virtue. What thou hast awakened is the true spirit of a hero. The power that lies dormant in all of us. The power to reforge the fear of the unknown into curiosity. If thou wouldst change the world by thine own hand, take this newfound power and venture forth. Thy journey shalt reveal thy soul's mission.
What was that voice? And you! What was that power you used? You had a metal heart, and your whole body was... It was crazy! Look, that Stroll guy is still alive!
I'll be damned. Someone actually survived.
That voice... Grius! Oh, thank goodness, you're alive!
Gallica, you made it.
He's our man on the inside. The one I'm delivering the message to.
He's badly hurt. You, boy, lend me your shoulder. We'll need to carry him. The smell of blood will draw out the beasts. Let's not hang about. The lad's out cold, but he'll live. We should be fine if we take a moment's rest here.
Oh, you're a sight for sore eyes, Grius. Just wish it were under better circumstances.
We're both alive, and you can't ask for much better in these parts. Sorry I couldn't join you in the fray. So, this is our newcomer, eh? How'd this boy manage to command power like that?
It's like nothing I've ever seen. Do you know anything about it?
I might. For now, the mission comes first.
Ah, right. I'd better just get straight to the message. Grius, you have a new mission. Avenge the king. And kill Luis Guillaburn.
Well, good. It's about damn time. Those scheming nobles haven't said so publicly, but every soldier knows it was nothing natural that killed the king. Damn that Luis. Couldn't stop at one royal, could he?
Wait, there's more. The prince is getting worse. We're running out of time. Here, look. I brought a treasure from the village. They called it a farsight mirror. You need to see the prince's condition for yourself.
Through the mirror lies the prince, deep in slumber in the hidden village.
His Highness won't last much longer. Those thorns are thick enough to claim him.
Luis cast the curse, so killing him is the only way to lift it. If we wait any longer, you're just gonna crown a new king.
Kill him?
You have to kill him?
Suppose we'd better start at the beginning. About 15 years ago, a child enlisted in the army. But it wasn't his age that had people talking. It was his ruthless military genius. Hero to some, monster to others. Luis Guillaburn, a prodigal tactician and a master of Magla arts. Some said it was only a matter of time before he made general. The youngest the nations had.
Until he attacked the prince.
That night, when the prince's quarters were breached, it was no ordinary mage who cast that fatal curse. It was Luis Guillaburn himself. But the son's death wasn't enough for him. Now he's got the father's blood on his hands. And if that king-slaying fiend ends up on the throne, we're all doomed.
But when we were exploring the royal capital, there were a lot more Luis supporters than I expected. How can they still trust him after all that?
Luis is cunning. He left no evidence. Accuse him as you will, the allegations wouldn't stick. All they could do was send him as far away as possible. A post in the middle of nowhere. Plenty of soldiers never believed the charges in the first place. When they look at him, they see a capable veteran unjustly made into the noble scapegoat. Most think the Royal Army was at its best when he was in charge. And in truth, it's hard to deny. Without him, we'd never have crushed the rebel uprising so quickly. Damn the man. But he's earned his titles. He's mastered the blade, magic, and he's clearly intelligent. To the masses who want change, he seems the savior they need.
If even you're that worried about him, then this isn't going to be easy.
That's a hell of a mission. And I want in.
So that's your game, eh? Pretend to sleep, eavesdrop on the plan. You're a fool to give yourself away.
If you want my blood, then let your blade strike true. I'm not going to run. Not from you, and not from a chance to do what's right.
Look, Grius, he saved our lives back there. And it sounds like we could use the help. Seems like kind of a waste to kill him. Especially if he's volunteering.
Then answer me this. The boy's all but a stranger to you, yet you risk your life to save him. Why?
I would live, fight, and die a noble, sir. To have done otherwise would betray my title, to say nothing of my heart.
There, I'm losing my edge. Make me regret this, and I will slay you where you stand.
You'll let him help us?
Right then. My life and sword are yours.
As far as the rest of the world's concerned, you perished in that castle. You'll find the job ahead will be easier for a dead man. Your lives are kept only by the blades in your hands, and you'll raise them at my command.
We have to.
Luis will also be at the royal funeral. If we're not back to the capital by then, we lose our chance at his head. But no main roads. That'll mean checkpoints and questions. We're bound for a different route. We'll cut through the abandoned mine up ahead to save us going the long way round. For tonight, see to your wounds. We'll leave at first light. But I'm counting on you.
Feels like the mission is finally starting. Let's set up our camp then.
Now, we should finally be able to get some rest. This your first deployment, boy. Thank your lucky stars you survived a brush with a human.
What the hell was that? It was like no beast I've ever seen.
No one truly knows. They're protected by Magla, so even the sharpest steel does little good against them. They're no simple beast. All we do know is with every passing year, more of their kind tear travelers apart. That was why I was first sent undercover here, investigating.
And? Did you learn anything?
Simmer down, boy. There wasn't a damn thing to be found on those monsters. Well, the moon's still low. If you've any other questions, now's the time.
I want to hear about the mission.
With numbers like this, a head-on assault would be suicide. Quick, covert assassinations are best bet. Kingslayer or no, Luis has a lot of public favor behind him. To the people, he's the only man with the wit and war power to bring down humans. The military seems powerless to stop them, so he plays savior. The man's practically a monster himself. By your age, he was not only a master tactician, but damn near an archmage besides.
And the three of us alone are supposed to stop him?
We'll just have to blend in with the crowd at the funeral. I won't abide him surviving the ceremony. He will die by my hand.
That's bad foreshadowing. Fire should keep the really dangerous stuff away, I hope. So is this how we get our stats back? I was wondering about how to get like HP and MP back mid-run, and the answer is, oh, end of the day is how you heal, probably. Never in all my life have I witnessed anything like that power you use. Tell me, is it some sort of magic? No, I suppose it couldn't be. Not with the igniters we were supplied with, at least. Yours was broken in the commotion, besides. Incredible. Only I had that kind of power back then. Apologies. I'm just thinking out loud. Today's been a trying day for us both. Let's try to get some rest. You've done a fine job delivering the message, lad. It's finally time for us to act for His Highness. Ah, you want to talk about that power, don't you? I had a question of my own. You seem to know a great deal about the royal family. Before you infiltrated the army, who were you?
Indeed.
Nothing but a mercenary, and yet His Highness gave me the honor of being His Highness the Prince's tutor in swordplay. And the night of the attack, I was there.
I see.
Truly, that's incredible. More to say or no? Okay, let's get some rest. Yeah, I don't want to speculate too much, but I kind of get the distinct feeling Grius...
Guess I'm not surprised after what we just went through.
Grius is going to get mentor troped.
Still, you've got to keep yourself rested to be at your best.
I'm not all that tired.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I wanted to tell you, though. When the human attacked, I heard a strange... It told me my duty would be to guide you. What do you think it meant?
I'll go back.
I wanted to tell you, though. When the human attacked, I heard a strange voice. I mean, I haven't exactly been much of a guide so far. All I told you was that we had to deliver our message, and that almost got you killed. I never expected it would be this dangerous, and it feels kind of like it's my fault.
It's not your fault.
You say that, but look, I can't fight with you. But as long as you're up against all this scary stuff, I'll try to help however I can. You've got something special, you know. I don't know what it is just yet, but I believe in you. Oh, hey, you know what insomnia is good for? Catching up on reading. If only our lives were anything like the world in your novel. It's just war after war here, with Magla arts fueling the flames, but it's a nice fantasy. Enjoy it while you can. Good night.
I like the characters so far. Oh, that's... Boy, if I was being hunted by a Vitruvian man, I think I'd be uncomfortable.
Well, hello. Nice to meet you. I've been waiting. And now you've acquired a most interesting power. You truly are an intriguing one.
So is this the new Velvet Room?
In the moments where your heart is most gripped by the book, I can reach out to you. My name is Moore, and I am the humble author of the novel you've been reading. You stand now in my study. Quite something, isn't it? A hall of wisdom, purpose-built for the research of certain powers. I call it academia. Alas, it's as much a prison as it is a library. His most merciful majesty saw fit to lock me in this place. It has me a bit addled, honestly. I no longer remember where in the kingdom my study actually lies. I never imagined my voice would reach beyond these walls. Until you appeared. And now, by whatever strange forces are afoot, I can speak directly to your mind. So, what would you say to an alliance?
What kind of alliance?
There must be more you wish to know. For instance, the nature of this fascinating power you've awakened to. I believe you have found a way to wield true magic. You need no petty conduit of mortal make. You can even change your appearance using the raw magla within. It is above all a mystic, long-hidden art, now the stuff of legend. What I have come to call archetypes.
Archetypes?
A spirit of heroic virtue. A transformative power that manifests only in those who embody the heroes and kings of old in some core aspect. Heroes of antiquity are often depicted as near mythic figures, with forms transcending the mortal. These accounts are no mere allegory, but truth. However, none of my records describe anyone wielding such power as freely as you. Perhaps you are meant for not just proficiency, but mastery. In their truest form, archetypes represent the power of a true hero. One who can drive away calamity and evil in this world, no matter its form.
I just want to point this out because it's driving me a little bit nuts. It's lip synced to both his character portrait and his 3D model, and there's just something slightly off-putting about two different faces talking to me for the same person. It's fine. It's just amusing.
Indulge me this request, and I believe my dream may yet be possible. Together, we can restore the kingdom's ideals. I shall gladly provide you knowledge and assistance to master your newfound power. So what say you? Will you take my hand in friendship?
If a goth mime offers you a magical pact, take it.
Okay.
The bargain is struck then.
I hear a voice from somewhere. You
A
fool!
scholar in search of utopia. More. Within him dwells the virtue of the seeker. Nurture thy bond with him, and a new power yet slumbering within thee may awaken.
Yeah, so this also has persona bonds. Sort of. They're slightly different. You can now study the Seeker, once unlocked in Academia. Then there's also Bright-Eyed Student. Party to change between archetypes, once unlocked in the Academia. Oh, and it's like a big Vitruvian talent tree thing going on. Can sense the heroic embodiment of the Seeker from Moore. Moore is the first of your followers, people that support your quest, as steadfast allies that you can grow closer to. Strengthening your bonds with your followers will lead to unlocking various abilities that can change the shape of your journey. Moore is the first of many, so keep an eye out.
We'll meet again, I'm sure. Here's to our joined path, and the thrills that yet lie ahead. The royal funeral draws ever closer. 5 days remain.
Already then? From here on, we travel in secret. If we're to get back into the capital, We'll have to do it undetected, so we'll cut through the forest, find the abandoned mine shaft in the mountain, and take the tunnel to the other side.
That way they'll never see us coming, huh?
Lad, you'll be our vanguard. It'll be a trial by fire, but the sooner you get used to that power, the better.
Speaking of, you were talking like you know something about it.
Not much. Just what I've picked up from missions in the early days. I've only heard it's a power found in those who walk a righteous path. Sounded like superstition to me, but everything's always clearer on the battlefield. Once I saw it in action, I could tell it was no fable. Never thought it'd come back to haunt me. Despite all my training and research, I never managed to master it myself.
Huh. It really is something special, then.
Don't forget, one wrong move and I'll cut you down.
I'm aware.
I'm watching you.
Yes, I get it. Just trust me, all right?
Right. Let's check the map. This'll all be for nothing if we get lost.
This place.
They're called the Nord Mines, apparently. Going through them would put us near the capital, it seems.
That being the case...
This road should take us to the Grand Trad.
All right.
We'll check for a way around. Next stop, Grand Trad.
This...
Nord Mines are full of complex paths. We can go through them to approach the capital undetected. Are you ready? Sure.
Good.
Should hurry. Our focus is on making it to the royal capital.
The Nord Mines. Located northwest of Grand Trad, it is resource-rich with magla crystals. Its proximity to the capital simplified crystal excavation, but the Sanctus Church's sudden proclamation of closure stopped work in its tracks. Exiting the forest, the party continues along the wooded road leading to the derelict mine.
The mine's entrance should be just ahead. Don't stray off the path.
Huh?
What's the matter?
What happened?
Oh. I may be imagining it, but I think we're being watched. Huh, this deep in the wilderness, though. Couldn't be. Sorry, I'm just on edge.
Don't let your guard down.
Looking for an opening to escape. Don't forget, I have my eye on you. Party member number 3? Hey, look, up in the air. Birds. That large bird is known as a corvo. It stalks its prey from the sky and then goes for an ambush. So what now? Like we need another addition to our list of problems. Maybe we can hide and wait it out? No, we need to keep moving. We're already low on time as it is. Besides, let me guess, you could move much faster if I died back there and you didn't need to keep an eye on me. Come on, have a little faith.
Let's go.
Should I? If you're truly worthy, then demonstrate it. We need to move, don't fall behind. Okay, so we have the birds there. We're gonna have to fight them, I'm sure. I wonder if we get the ability to knock them down. Stop. There's some wild dogs over there. Hundos. Houndos? The beast hunting pack should come at us together. Should they come at us together, we'll be overwhelmed if we're not careful. We can't give them the chance to surround us. We'll need to find a different path for now. Why do you hesitate, lad? It's just a pack of wild dogs, barely worth a moment's worry for someone such as you. Of course.
Oh.
Good, you're starting to catch on. You can't let the fear paralyze you. First, take a good look at your foes. Consider, is this your first meeting, or are you already familiar with them?
Got it.
Once you've assessed their strength, prepare your next move. If they're stronger, approach with caution. If they're weak, cut them down quickly. Besides that, Hundo, what do you make of it? It's weaker. Indeed, you slipped out of death's grip at the fort, so this should hardly be a challenge. So face sight, yellow, blue, yellow, and red. Wait, go back? Unknown enemies will be white. When you've leveled up to a point where you think you could overpower certain enemies, you can simply approach them and see if their color has changed. When engaging a weaker force, clear your mind and simply do what must be done. Put them to the sword. Weaker enemies can be simply defeated with an attack. In addition to being attacked in the field by a weaker enemy, will not force you into a squad battle, though the protagonist will still take damage. If you press L1 when a cursor is over an enemy, you'll lock onto them. Ay, that's useful.
Give it a shot. We got this.
There they are.
Come on!
Let's push through.
I don't
Come
see
on.
anything
Let's push through.
Well, that works. I think you can still press triangle to get into a regular fight, but... oops.
Hold on.
Ah, that's right. And one more rule for you to keep in mind.
Got it?
Never drop your guard, even against weaker foes. On the battlefield, fortunes can turn the moment you let up for even a moment. Should that happen, change your tactics and fight together as one. Stay calm and you'll be fine. Triangle to squad battle an enemy on the field. If you use triangle to initiate a squad battle, after depleting its break gauge, the battle starts with a great advantage in your favor. If you're attacked by an enemy stronger than you, you'll be forced into a battle where the enemy is an advantage. So for this situation, use different methods to fight. Never stop looking for ways to seize any tactical advantage. Okay. Dispatch them quickly with square attacks, stun them first, or jump directly into a battle. Face sight will help you determine your battle approach.
I'm counting on you.
There's no replacement for first-hand experience. Get comfortable with fighting before we reach Grand Trad. You need to be sure you can defend yourself.
That being the case.
Here's the birds. Whoops.
Enemies up. All right. How's that? Let's give them a fight. Advance.
I like the battle transitions. They're quick, too. If you're unhappy with how a battle's going, you restart from the beginning with L3. Yo! Pressing R2 assist will automatically move the cursor to an enemy who has a weakness to a skill you have.
I don't know their weakness. Guess we'll just
Vitus power.
I can do whatever, but now that I have a heal, I'm probably just going to hit it.
Still standing.
Especially because, yeah, we're just going to take it out. No sense using my MP.
I think I'm getting used to this.
Looks like we're safe for now.
Okay, other question I should check. Tutorials, memorandum, now. Skill? Oh, use a skill. Chase support. Support attacks from your comrades happen more easily in overworld combat. Ah. Alright. Well, we might as well just go mess up the dogs.
Push through. All right. How's that?
Amazing! Great moves back there.
Here we
Oops.
go. Right. Let's do this.
I just instinctively... Well, you know what? Good time to try wind magic against it. Nope.
Take this. Still standing.
Tougher than I thought.
I like how the crow honks. Ow.
Let's hurry on.
Okay, gotta be careful with that. That stun is extremely helpful. Well, don't know really what else to do about that apart from just not do that again.
I see the enemy.
This battle's ours. Let's go.
Yeah, getting that initial stun is very important. Okay, let's go for the other one because it's much weaker.
Take this. I'll go for the kill. Seems the right move.
Not sure if it's going to get an action though. Yeah, I think with the three of us wailing on it, it's fine.
Wish every fight was that easy.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Okay, level up again. I'm stuck trying to determine... I think I'm going to just start investing heavy into magic. My main hope is that there's going to be some reliable way of getting MP back consistently, other than item usage, and that might not be the case.
Come on. Don't waste. We have the edge. Let's settle this quick.
Oh, there's 3 of them. Oh boy. Well,
Let's go.
could try wind. Oh, they're 100% weak to wind.
Scour. Let's finish this.
Take this.
One remains. To worry about. Only one
the freedom of a one.
And that's still stunned, so we can just hit him. But yeah, it seems practical for me to kind of go for a mage build. Also, just like, magic tends to be a little bit more complex than melee, but we won't see until we actually know what the class system looks like.
We made short work of them.
What is it?
Haven't seen you a lot around these parts before. You wouldn't be bandits, would you? What are you talking about? Huh. Now that I get a better look at you, I'd say you aren't bandit material. I guess I'm just on edge. I know it's funny to think so in such a deserted place like this, but I feel like I'm being followed. What are you doing in such a remote place? Whoa, I'm not your enemy, friend. I'm just a peddler. I've a regular nearby, so I came for business, but the beasts here are real bloodthirsty today, so I assumed a human appeared. For instance, have you heard about the human who appears from nowhere and wipes out entire towns? Terrifying, no? My apologies, didn't mean to sour the mood. Hey, would you lot be interested in buying something? Okay, so what can we buy? Medicinal herbs are dirt cheap. I have money. Medicine, a little bit more expensive than revival medicine. I think it is time for me to buy 19 healing herbs. In my trade, you hear a lot of gossip, plenty of rumors lately about beasts from all over getting more feral by the day. And when that happens, a human eventually appears out of nowhere and destroys some town or village. Chills me to even think of it, or speak of it. I heard that monsters have been running amok lately at the nearby border fort. Hope nothing bad's happened. Oh, that's not good. Oh, have you found something worth selling? I can give you a good price. Plenty of stuff in these woods, lots of rubbish. But some materials too. You won't catch me scavenging for it today, though. I'll stay put until the beast settle down some. You find something worth selling, you know where to find me. Do we actually have stuff worth selling? Oh, shoot, yeah we do.
Welcome.
Sell all for mega money. Alright, I'm gonna buy 2 of these. And we're just gonna go back to buying a stupid amount of medicinal herbs. The off chance we can specifically... Oh, nope. In the off chance that we can somehow get more enemies to fight. Whatever. Go for the healthiest.
Stay focused.
What was I going to say? In the off chance we can get enemies to respawn for any reason, having a bunch of medicinal herbs so I can keep my party topped up seems like the easiest thing. Unless there's some way of getting mana back somehow. Which I legitimately hope is a thing at some point. Okay. Anything around here? No. Dog.
This battle's ours. Let's go.
Okay, so it doesn't look like groups will merge.
Scour. Let's finish this.
Go on, finish the job. Last one.
I guess the other option that I do have is just like going super hard physical damage and just hitting things like a truck.
Take this.
But I don't know, boring. I've done that in so many games my entire life. Seems like going wizard is practical. Oh, nope. You're the dags. Those are not very observant dags. Oh. There was a crow.
How's that? Let's give him a fight.
So can I analyze it? Okay, it is weak to piercing attacks. Well, we don't have those.
Still standing.
Even easier than expected.
We made short work of them.
Okay, anything else? Yeah, I heard the bird come down, but I did not see it. So can I check the map? I'm assuming nothing respawns. Kind of as an anti-grinding measure. Though there's another bird.
Let's push through, cat. Okay.
Specifically probably to punish me for looting things, but I'm going too fast.
Take this. Go on, finish the job. Not worth our breath. Hopefully that's the last of them for a while.
Anything else? I didn't see any other creatures come down. There was that one bird and that was about it. I'm reasonably... Yeah, no, if nothing's respawned at this point. I wonder if they respawn in an area transition or not. Mainly from the perspective of, like, I don't know, I just do actually like the combat system. It's fairly traditional JRPG. But the... Oh. The air here has suddenly grown tense.
Got a moment?
Hey, what's going on? We've been surrounded. Even out here, it would seem the monsters are the least of our concerns. I know you can hear me, so show yourself. Would you rather we come at you? Damn, awfully sharp for an old goat, ain't you? The bastards live long enough. Kill him quick.
It appears we must do this.
I've never fought soldiers before, but I won't waver. Wind!
What is that? Never seen anything like it. That's not an igniter. Take this. Get ready. Blast.
Okay. Pretty standard.
What's that? I think something's coming! Watch out!
Tougher than I thought. No mercy for you.
No, there's only 2 of them? Yeah, there's only 2 of them. But yeah, that would have hurt.
Coming at us.
Okay, using formations. During squad battles, your formation will affect the damage party members deliver and receive, depending on their position. Front row, deal more damage with melee attacks. Back row, less damage with melee, but take less damage from enemies. During battle, you can change your formation by pressing the keys assigned to up and down to move party members between rows.
Falling back. Forward.
Looks like it can just kind of freely do it. I don't know if they're still aiming at Callum. So I think we're just going to try and finish this guy off. Yeah, there we go.
Get ready. Hold still.
Ow. Are we... I'm probably just going to wail on this guy to death.
Let's do this. Blast.
Okay, Callum's being targeted. Let's move back and then block. For even more defense. Let's see how much he takes from this. Even less.
Time for some
Practical.
Still here?
Still standing.
And he goes down. Should be good. We get medicine too. Are they soldiers from the fort? They survived. No, they can't be. They're simply deserters, aren't they?
No.
That's not what I'm asking. How would they have mobilized? How would they have already mobilized a pursuit? I don't know, but I think it's safe to say I'm the least of your worries at this point. In any case, we should probably keep moving. Let's go.
All right.
Here we are. It's so creepy. Well, I guess you did say it was abandoned. The Crown Theocracy ordered it so. I haven't been to this place in quite some time. Despite the royal decree, I still hear of miners risking it all to come to this place, seeking the riches left within. I'll happily trade some illegal miners for the armed detachment of soldiers pursuing us. Shall we hurry inside? You're not wrong there. Make preparations if you must, but be quick about it. Okay, so this might actually... Well, we are auto-saving. And we can, in fact, save. Which is great. Okay, save complete. Here's the question. Where do you think you're going? Tunnels this way. The sooner we go in, the quicker we can get out. Okay, so there's no way for me to go back. Last night's incident wiped out the entire garrison. Surely they'll lack the manpower needed to search for deserters. Somehow, we're already being pursued. Regardless, due to the nature of our mission, it'd be best if they consider us dead. Let's push through this mine while we still can. So it wasn't just my imagination to think we were being followed this whole time. But like Guria said, something's off. When that human came out of nowhere, it wiped out all of the soldiers to the last. Then again, maybe it didn't come out of nowhere, but if that's the case, no. It couldn't be. Okay, so Peddler, why come here of all places? We're just passing through. Of course, indeed. This should be the shortest route to get to the other side of the mountains. Haven't you heard this place was abandoned, but a few blokes stayed behind to do some less than legal mining. One of them's an old friend of mine. I sell the stones he digs out. But enough of that. Surely we're met for a reason. So if there's something you need, I'm going to accommodate you. See, I was really hoping you would sell, let's see, do we buy meds at this point? Sure. If we ever get the opportunity to buy magic recovery, we're absolutely doing that. Okay. So, I think this is a good stopping point, at least for now. We've got more that we could do, but this is, a big game. You know, considering Persona 5 and then Royale was even longer. Like, Persona 5 was 100 plus hours. Royale is probably 120, give or take. though I still need to go back and replay that at some point, maybe. I was really hoping they would let me New Game Plus through it, but alas, no. But I really, really like how this has been handled. I like the overworld kind of exploration running around. The fact that you can stun enemies before going to battle to weaken them for the fight, and then if they're weak enough, you actually just mow through them out in the field instead. I think that's a really good system and saves a lot of time. I like the combat system. It's fairly traditional JRPG, but on the flip side, it has a fair bit of technical depth, weakness exploiting. The action points that you can actually, if you crit or hit weaknesses, you can actually save yourself some time. Well, I mean, quite literally save yourself some time. It only costs half an action point. That seems like it's going to open up the game in a lot of really interesting ways that I cannot wait to see where and how it handles. How well the game exploits those mechanics and makes something interesting. Also kind of in that same vein, the time system. So Persona was much more just like time block A, B, C, end of day, time block A, B, C, end of day. And you had to manage school and whatnot. And this has already kind of shown me that... I don't want to say that Persona's been holding the team back, because I think they've done a fine job with the Persona games. But now that they've started to apply these systems to a wholly original new thing, it's super obvious that, like, the systems that they've created for the Persona games work almost better here from what I can tell. There's a feeling of exploration, a journey, we're going places, but they still have the personal, the social links and all the things that come with that. And then there's the archetypes. I don't even know how to really interact with that. I don't think we can at the moment. I think I'm going to have to get much further into the game before I can really mess around with archetypes. Which is a bit of a shame, because I was actually kind of hoping I could. But it's fine. There's also something about oh god, there's a couple of things I haven't even heard of. Okay, so now that I've looked things up, not that there was too much to look at, I figured I'd actually just take a peek at the main screen. I like the anime cutscenes too, and I'm looking forward to seeing them go, because they actually seem like they go pretty hard. So the ship thing that you're kind of seeing the main character walk around in is the Gauntlet Runner, and I was kind of wondering what that was. And it seems like after a certain point in the game, you actually get a... is that the Gauntlet Runner with the legs as well? It might be. But you get kind of either some sort of airship, ship, land ship thing that lets you travel around the world, so specifically to distant dungeons and all over the place. And hopefully maybe that makes it a little faster to actually explore. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the Gauntlet Runner. It just has legs for reasons. That's fun. Here, I'm gonna bop back into the actual game for a hot second. Let's see, which was... Actually, it seems like it auto-saved on the way out as well. Okay, so yeah, there's some kind of royal tournament as well, which is the other thing. I don't really... Well, actually, wow, this music for just waiting around is pretty dramatic as well. I love the music so far. I don't know if it's going to be the kind of thing that I casually listen to, but I definitely could see throwing it on while I'm doing something epic. Or just trying to really focus on something. Anyway, yeah, there's a royal tournament, is the other feature I'd seen kind of on the talking points, of presumably competing for the throne in some way, shape, or form. So I wonder if we manage to save the prince, but he still has to compete for, well, to be able to ascend, presumably against Louis and other people. Luis? I think it was Luis. But I truly do not know, because I generally try to avoid trailers for games that I'm actually interested in playing through to the end on my own, because, you know, trailers like to pack in some secret spoilers and whatnot. Even the main menu had plenty of little bits like that, and so as much as I want to know, I think I'm gonna have to figure out for myself. Before I go, I should mention that Metaphor ReFantazio is out now today on PC and Xbox, so if you want to pick it up and play it yourselves, just follow the link in the description below. It's genuinely one of the better JRPGs I've played in a long time, especially this year. There haven't been a whole lot of really good ones. No, there have been some really good ones, but nothing that fits that, like, traditional over dramatic JRPG pseudo-fantasy plot itch. And again, I also really love the fact that it isn't full fantasy. There is a decent amount of Magitech already present and modern stylings, but we're still running around with swords and magic and stuff, and so that creates a very unique universe. And I'm excited to see where that goes. But for now, at least, I do want to say one very last thank you to Sega and Atlas for reaching out and sponsoring this video. Very kind of you. It was a ton of fun, and I truly cannot wait to play more of this. Oh, the fairy actually hangs out on your shoulder, too. That's cool. I like that. But all that said, if you like this video in any way, shape, or form, leave me a like. It helps more than you know. And if you want to see more rad new games every single day, then hit subscribe, because I got tons to check out and show off. But for now, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.